Hello friends, this is Praveen Ghote and I'm talking on behalf of Spark Education Services. So, I hope that you had a nice IIFT paper today. थोड़ा सा पेपर डिफिकल्ट था. I know that the paper was little more difficult than they expected. I have seen last 6 years, but you need to understand that it was the most difficult paper in the last 6 years for IIFT. So, what will be the cutoff? What was the exact paper for all other students also, and like that, I'll tell you the details of that. Okay. So, first of all, as I said, the paper had one big change that this year there were 6 separate sections instead of 4 sections. And it was clearly mentioned in the instructions that the sectional cutoff is separate for all 6 sections. So that was the first thing that you should have noticed in the paper. Now, there were in all a total of 114 questions and 100 marks. And time was 2 hours. That was fixed. So 114 question, that means little less than what we had in the last 2-3 years. So, आप सोच सकते हैं that there is a little more time for each question now, but the questions were little more difficult. So now we will go section by section. So first of all, we will talk about quant section. In quant, there were 20 questions. All questions are of 1 mark each. Questions were little more lengthy and difficult than what we had in the last few years. So I won't expect the cutoff to go beyond 3.5. At max, it will be 3.5 marks for the quant section. Now we'll go to the next section, that is data interpretation. We had 20 questions of 0.75 marks. So in all 15 marks were on the offer, but all the questions were having a lot of calculations involved and 2-3 graphs combined were there. So you need to interpret the data, and all the sets were of difficulty level high compared to the what time we are giving for them. So I won't expect a cutoff to go beyond 2.25 for DI. So at max 2.25 you can consider for data interpretation. Now we'll talk about the logical reasoning. This time the separate section has nothing to do with what you have scored in DI. In LR there were 20 questions. Now the level of the questions was not very high, but they were lengthy. Like one set had 5 students and 4 different parameters to be matched, and it was a lengthy question. So, but few easy individual questions were also there, like questions of sets of 2 questions each. So, in this was the section where you was supposed to score little more than the cutoff. Even though I won't expect, there were 20 questions of 1 mark, so total 20 marks on offer. Cutoff won't go beyond 5, but this was the section where you could have scored 10 or 11 marks also to get the overall cutoff clear. Now, the next section was reading comprehension. 16 questions, 1 marks each. 16 questions of 1 mark each. So technically 16 marks were on offer. But considering the 6 sections and the time limit given and the lengthy passages given, I won't expect the cutoff to go beyond 4.5. The separate next section was verbal ability, having 20 questions, all of 1 mark. So again 20 marks on offer. But the words used were difficult ones, not the ones which we usually use in our usual life. But so, considering the level, I would expect the cutoff to be around 2 to 2.5. It won't go beyond that. And finally, the big surprise was there with general awareness. Usually a difficult paper in the IIFT, this year it was even more difficult. As the question pattern was changed and they gave some paragraph and you are supposed to find the mistakes in that. And it was considering the 6 sections and time limit given, it was difficult for us to score more than 1.5 marks in it, as every question was carrying only half mark. So max 1.5. It won't go beyond 1.5. And to summarize overall cutoff, after considering all the things, I won't think that it will cross 30. At max 30 or something below 30. That is what my predictions are. In ends for the all the values mentioned are for general category students. And for SCST, you can consider the overall cutoff to be around 20-22, and for OBC, you can consider it to be around 25-26 marks. Thank you.